Hello and welcome to Re-enthused. Today we are taking a look at this. Go around face the right way, there we go. And this is the Bandai Digi Casse, short for Digi Cassette. I guess short for digital cassette really. Anyway, this was a handheld game system with interchangeable games, released in Japan in 1984 and in Europe around 1986 time. So, yeah, this is an interesting one because part of it is made by Bandai, and we know that because of the Japanese release. But if you look at the actual this box, you would never know that Bandai had anything to do with this. There's no mention of them, and on the machine either, which we'll obviously get out in a well, hey, right now, why not? So these were interesting devices. So they were released in these boxes, which basically contain two games, and these are the games. And as you can see, they've got the LCD screen there, much like a few other machines. Again, completely unbranded. I don't know if these originally had branding on, but certainly none now. And this is how they basically were sold. So they were sold with two games. So if we just take this out, which takes a bit of effort. There we go. So they were generally sold like this, so in a box with two games and obviously the handset. Now the handset is just very simple. It just has buttons. That's literally it. There's no real, and the battery obviously, but there's nothing else really inside here. It's a very simple bit of technology. So have a look. See again, I don't know if there was more branding at one point, but certainly none on this unit. So you would never know that this was a Bandai thing. So yeah, they were sold in these sets anyway. Japan had a couple of sets, which featured Express Home Delivery City Turbo Race, and the second one, which was Haganarasu and Mount Fuji Explosion. Well, that's interesting one. But yeah, Europe had quite a few more. There basically were numerous games that Europe had, and there were various sets containing them, plus a few of the games were sold separately as well. So if you look on the back of the box, there's actually a whole list of games in multiple languages. So we list those out. Bear and Salmon, Sharks, Archer Fish, Cowboy Rodeo, Basketball, Volleyball, Tennis, Soccer, Ice Hockey, and American Football. So yeah, various games, and there were sets that contained two of those games as well. This one, for instance, is basically one of the sports ones, and it contains football or soccer and tennis. The power system, there were two variants of this machine as well. The Japanese one was very different, although the basic unit was the same. It had a joystick here rather than these four buttons. And also these buttons were different positioned, and it had a separate button up here as well. And it was also powered by two coin cell batteries. This one is powered by one coin cell battery, which we can do. We can plug that in right now. And all you do is you just take the game. So obviously all of the technology is in here. So all of the actual game and the screen are all in these units. And this is just buttons. So all the games were just designed to use that set of buttons. And there was a little diorama of how the games were played. So as you can probably see on the screen, it's a very, very simple affair, very much like the Tiger style single game machines. So if we hit this, it tells us that the top button up here is start. We have to select a game first, which is the top button here. So select that, and we press start, and we get a nice high pitch squeal, which is supposed to be a football whistle. And yeah, and then it's just like these simple games. You're just doing very simple things and trying to be in the right place at the right time, basically. And all the games are effectively this. Slight variations, but they're all effectively you trying to be in the right place at the right time. So let's have a go at zooming in on this. It should be interesting because there's not much detail. And then we just use these buttons to move across to try to be where the football is. So yeah, we're not talking high game art here, but such the state of the art at the time. So if we take this game out and put tennis back in, then you'll see that's the boot up. And if we push again, this selects the game and this starts it. And we have that nice high-pitched squeal again as the start. And again, it's just very much just being in the right place at the right time. Hey, but isn't that life after all? So there we go. So this is tennis as seen from an LCD game. And obviously it gets quite hard because the guy at the top will start throwing down multiple tennis balls like that, which, you know, as we know, happens in tennis all the time. But yeah, anyway, let's zoom back out. Right, yeah, so that is the Bandai Digi Casse. It didn't last particularly long. It was just released cheaply, and you found it in a lot of bargain basement baskets and things like that. So it kind of went on, but it wasn't really made for very long. Just a few years, 3 or 4 years, as far as I can work out. Wikipedia doesn't have very much information at all on this, and what it does have isn't entirely correct as well, so yeah. So it's always difficult to find information out, but these go relatively cheap online as well. There are some of the packages which are quite expensive, so I'm guessing some were rarer than others. But like this was like £23, I think, so not bad really at all for a piece of retro equipment. I don't know, they're an interesting thing to own, I think. It's not something you'd go out and run out and buy desperately and pay loads of money for. If you get them cheap, they're quite nice to own. Yeah, I like them. Right. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like. If you really enjoyed the video, please subscribe. If you didn't enjoy the video or you have something else to say, then please leave it in the comments below. See you next time.